Hi, and welcome to the 14th video of the Old Guys Gentleman Flippers. And today I'll be covering the Kershaw Chill liner lock flipper knife. It's an inexpensive knife. I'm kind of exploring the world of inexpensive knives because they're easier to buy and I can keep up with doing what you can add more videos to my my playlist. And I'm still looking for flippers that are lightweight, under 3.5 inches, closer to 3 inches. And this one was about 21 bucks, and wasn't sure what I was going to get. And it turns out to be, for $20, it's a decent knife. This is it here. It flips really well, I think. The return is a little mushy, but it closes every time almost. It looks like phosphor bronze washers in there. I haven't pulled it apart yet. I have lubed it, and the other thing I did is, as is shown in the previous video, put a nice cami mirror finish on it. Some things that I like about, well, some of the stats. The blade length is 3.125 inches, thickness is 0.3 inches, overall length is 7.125 inches. It uses that Chinese steel, which is 8 chromium 1, 3 molybdenum vanadium, I think. And it's got a hardness rating of anywhere between 56 and 59, which makes it fairly hard, but easy to sharpen. But it will not hold an edge as well as some of the other knives that I've shown you. But good enough, and especially for $20, pretty good. It's thin, it's light, 2.2 ounces. The handle length is 3.8 inches. This handle material is a G10, and while there's no jimping on the knife anywhere, not even on the flipper, I guess that adds more than $20. The G10 has a nice grippy texture to it, and so it feels pretty solid in my hand. Has a nice flat on here for sharpening. So for my KME system, it can clamp right down on top of it. It feels like it's a hollow ground. I believe it's a hollow ground, which is also good because it means it's a little bit more resilient against scratches. In fact, I didn't check to see if I ended up with any scratches along the length here. I don't think I did. I taped it almost all the way down to the edge. We got away with it. And the other part of that might be because it's hollow ground. It seems like the flat grind is the kind that will trap particles in there, which makes sense. Also, there's no recurve on this blade, so that also made it easy to sharpen. This pocket clip, I think this is pretty cool, or at least I liked it. This clip right here is right on the edge. So when it sits in your pocket, this edge is right back up against the back of your pocket, so it frees up the most room for the other portion of the pocket. I thought that was pretty smart. I'm rethinking that thought. If the clip was here, what difference would that make? Maybe it doesn't make a difference. But it's something that's different, kind of cool. Makes a nice clicking sound when you open it, and it closes pretty well, which is really good for just washers in there. Stuff I didn't like about it, it feels a little cheap. There's nothing special about the looks. It's pretty plain. It's got tip up or tip down holes for the pocket clip, but nothing for the lefties in the crowd. I've already mentioned the jimping and the steel. Now, how does it compare with other knives? Okay, for size comparison, I'll check it against one of our other favorite knives, the 0450 ZT. And it's just a little bit shorter. Handle length is about the same. Overall length is just a little bit shorter. My Lion TRE, and it's a little bit longer. Blade's about the same, or blade handle's still about the same. The Onion Leak. You can see I'm ending up with a lot of knives that are all around the same size. So just a little bit shorter, although the handle's about the same. And this is something I got recently. This is a William Henry pocket clip leather case for knives. In one of my earlier reviews, I showed this Theon's Prinsloo South African knife that I like to carry, but it's kind of expensive and I don't want to mar this up, and it basically sits in the bottom of my pocket, which made me a little, well, I wanted to protect it some more. So William Henry sells several of these. They're a little bit on the expensive side. I think they're like 35 bucks. And this one actually came too small and I had to do a little bit of stretching, but I was able to do that pretty easily. But the knife sits in there pretty well. This clips really solidly up on the side of your pocket, and so now it's protected from change and pencils, and it stays clipped as you pull this thing out. But in any case, in terms of size, the handle's just a little bit bigger and the blade's a little bit longer. So that concludes this review of the Kershaw Chill Model 3410. Hope it had some value for you. Thank you for watching.